My name is Mark Fraley. I am a teacher and an artist. And for the Kids Discover summer program for the Caldwell Public Library, I am creating some projects for you to participate in. And today I have a collage in mind. I just recently moved to a new house, and I was inspired by all the hard work it took, morning, day, and night. And so if you join me right here, I will guide you through it, and I hope you really enjoy it. All right, let's get started. Before we jump into the details of the collage, I want to go over the materials with you. These aren't all the materials we're going to use today. We'll try to keep it pretty basic, but I want to go over some things that are helpful when you create a collage. First of all, the surface. You can use paper. This is actually a watercolor piece of paper, so it's a little thicker. Paper tends to bend a little bit and warp, so it just depends what type of glue you use with it. So I would recommend just using the stick glue if you are using paper for this. This is a piece of cardboard. Cardboard works well too. You can use the stick glue. You could also use the washable glue if you use this. It is going to bend a little bit, but it's a little bit thicker, so you won't have the same problem as with the paper. This is a canvas panel board. So what you see here, it's pretty rigid here. So with this, you can use a variety of adhesives, different types of glue. You could use the stick glue, you could use the washable glue, and you can use what's called matte medium. Matte medium is a nice collage glue, and what it is it comes out like this, kind of like a gel here, and then when you apply it, it dries completely clear. So it's really fun to use, and you can layer a lot with this. So that's something that you can use. Another material that we use for creating collages, obviously scissors. You can also tear, so your hands are actually what you use the most in collage, and that's why I love collages, because your hands are always doing something during that. And then an X-Acto knife. You have to be super careful with this. In younger children, I would recommend not using. But with adult supervision, older kids, I would say, hey, go ahead and give it a try. And then writing instruments are always good for collage. You can mix in a lot of different effects and things that way, paint and ink as well. But for now, we're going to get started with the first idea, so I'm going to share that with you now that we've talked about our materials. So for collage, you're going to be gluing paper onto a surface. And there's a variety of papers you can use. Construction paper is great. You can use old maps and from atlases. This works terrific. There's wrapping paper from packing and from boxes, so that can work too. I look for magazines that are local, so Idaho, this is where I live, and it's neat when you do that because it gives a sense of place and time. And when I see Idaho in a collage, and I think, hey, that's my home now. You can use ads, surprise, surprise, art materials. And you can use a variety of magazines if you like. People magazine has just a lot of faces. So if you're doing a collage with people in it, that's something that is very handy. And then comics. Just make sure you don't use your brother's or your sister's comics and start tearing it up and realize later that, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. So whatever material you use, calendars are good and terrific because of the pictures that are inside. Whatever you use, just make sure that it's either discarded or for recycling, or you don't need it anymore. But other than that, those are great for using in collage. So the idea I got from moving to a new house related to working hard in the morning and during the day, even at night. The collage that I want to create is one that is pretty simple to begin with, but I want to add a little twist to it. So I want to create the picture of a sun and then with the kind of the rays out here. But instead of making it just, the basic blue black background and a yellow sun, I'm just going to mix it up and pick two colors that would be a little bit unexpected. And so the way I did that is I put different color crayons in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it around, I'm going to mix it around, I'm going to pick two colors, and I'm going to use those for picking my collage papers. So here we go. Let's mix it up. All right, I'm going to pull my first one. I'm not even looking, I promise. I'm not looking. So here's the first color for the sky will be red. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a red sky for a collage. That'll be really interesting. And now for the sun, I am going to have a brown sun. Whoa! So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to outline a sun here. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of like a circly thing. And I'm going to add some rays here, kind of around here. This is just a guideline. It doesn't have to be like this. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. That's fine. So there's a sun. And then it was going to be a red background, so I'm just going to add just a little bit of red around here to help me remember the correct colors around there. So we're going to begin with a collage here by ripping some paper. So I'm going to begin with looking for some red and brown in the calendar. I'm going to see, and then I'm going to tear out some parts. And there's a little bit of brown in this background. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that and start a brown pile, and I will start a red pile too. So instead of just tearing one paper and then gluing on the collage, I want to gather a lot of different ones. Looks like there's some good brown on this American Kestrel. So I'm going to use that. So I will do that and keep it there like that. So you kind of get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and continue tearing paper. Ooh, there's a lot of brown in this background. It's a little bit greenish, but oh well, I'll still hold on to that. And we'll get to the collage here. All right, here it is, the first collage here. And I started with the red going all the way around, as you can see, filled it in really well. Tried to remember where my sun was placed. And I made the change from going from brown to blue because I started seeing an idea develop. And it was a spontaneous idea, and it just related more to a superhero theme. And so I thought, hey, why not put the red with the blue? And I like that contrast better than the brown and the red. Those would have faded together. It would have been hard to see where the sun starts and where it ends. And this way, I've just created something unique and something that I feel good about. So I hope you find a good combination for yours, and feel free to change the colors you originally chose. All right, we're going to do the second part. And the second part of the collage is I'm going to use a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to do a moon. And with the moon, I already have some brown selected, so I'm going to use that brown. And with a brown, I'm going to pick a different color, and the different color will determine the background in that one. All right, here we go. All right, I promise you I'm not looking right now, so I'm going to pick one out, mix it around. All right, our background is going to be purple here. All right, let's get it started. Hey, thanks for joining me on this collage project, a sun and moon, and I look forward to seeing some of yours. So please share them at my email address. If you send me a picture of yours, I'm going to make a whole gallery worth of images, and I will share those at the end of the summer. I want to say thank you to the Caldwell Public Libraries. Their Kids Summer Discovery program is awesome, so check it out online. And until next time, I look forward to creating another thing with you, another project. All right, bye.